Dear students, greetings from Dr. T. Sendil Murugan, Associate Professor and Head Department of Information Technology, Kakatiya Institute of Technology and Science, Warangal. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about pointer in structures. So already we have discussed about structure. We know how to declare structure, how to declare the structure members, how to create the variable for the structures. But if you are creating the pointer for the structure, how it is working? So in this concept, we are going to discuss in this video lecture. So this is the video lecture, week 13, lecture 3, classroom discussion topic 39. So we are going to discuss about pointers and structures. So that lecture outcome of this particular lecture is, after completion of this lecture, students will be able to develop the C program using pointer in structure concept to access multiple structure members in C programming. Okay. In the previous video lecture, we have discussed about pointer and character strings and how the character strings are working, how the pointer is pointing to the character strings and sample programs, as well as we have discussed about array of structures, array of pointers. Also we discussed how we can create the array of pointers, then how the pointer is access to the array of characters like table of strings we are discussed in this previous video. So now we are going to discuss about how the pointer is working in structure concepts. Okay. So normally name of the array stands for the address of its zeroth element. When we are declared the array, for example, how we can use that int a of 5 means array is the pointer. We know that this is pointing to the first location of the array. Int a of 0 is first location, it will mention, like 0th element it is mentioning. Okay, so same thing is true for the names of array of structure variables. Array of structure variables also is the same concept. We know how to declare the structure. Struct is the keyword and structure name, we can say that tag name, structure name, open brace. So the structure members we will write how many members. Structure is a collection of different data types, so different data type members will be there. It's ending with curly brace with semicolon. Okay, so we can create the member for accessing this structure before semicolon, or otherwise we can create struct tag name, whatever name you are given, that name and variable names. For example, a is the variable, means you can create more variables using array. Okay, so example a of 5 if you are given means you are created 5 structure variables so individually. So this tag name, maybe for example you will take that products, means that product name, product price, product quantity, those things may be there. Okay, so a of 0 of the product means first product, and then a of 1 means the second product, a of 2 means third product, like that. How many products? So totally 5 product we can access with this variable. Okay, this is the concept of structure. So already we are discussed, and I hope you know how to use that structure also. So then suppose product is an array variable of the struct type. So what is that will be there? The 0th product is there, no? That is represent the product. For example, see this example. Structure we have to write one structure, that the struct keyword should be there. Then structure name is inventory. Okay. So here we will write this structure members. First one is the inventory, the product name. So name maximum have 30 characters, and product number may be there, and product price may be in the float type. So three different data types we are collected and mentioned in the structure. So these are called like structure members. This is the structure name, and we can create the variable before semicolon I said. So here I created array of variables. So the product 2 means two product 0 and product 1 is there. So how we can access this member? Product 0 dot name, product 0 dot number, product 0 dot price. Same thing, product 1 dot name, product 1 dot number, product 1 dot price. Okay, so because it is 2 is the maximum size, the array is starting from 0, 0 to n minus 1. So here product 0 and product 1 only there. So if we are created the pointer, what it will do for this structure? Okay, so this pointer is pointing to some member in the structure. So the what is the first member? First member is name. And what is the first variable? Product 0. So the pointer is pointing to product. The pointer is pointing to first name, which is the name of 0. Is there no? So we can mention accessing this structure using pointer is we can use the arrow mark. So this arrow mark pointing to mentioning the member of the particular structure. Okay. So what it will find? It will find that product 0 is there, no? Product of 0 dot name we are accessing normally for access the members. So this pointer is pointing to this name, product 0 dot name. So if you want to increase this value, means this is the second product name. Okay. But if you want to point to second product 1 means PTR plus you can give. So what is the meaning of that? The pointer plus 1 means it is pointing to the next product of the structure. Okay, it is not pointing to the second member. It is pointing to the second product. You just understand that pointer concept. Okay. So if you are using pointer, it is pointing to the first member of the first product. So if you are using pointer plus means second product of the first member, it will find. Okay, you just remind it. If any two elements are there, utterly whatever I said, the same thing. PTR equal to product if you are assigned. The pointer you are creating, it is assigned to the product means zeroth element of the product will be finding it. Okay. So it may be that product 0 is there, product 1 is there, product 2 is there. But the pointer will now pointing to product 0. Okay. So its member can be accessed using the following notation. How we are using? The pointer, arrow mark, then the first member of the product. Okay. So this arrow mark means minus sign. How we can write arrow mark? Minus sign and greater than sign. Okay. Minus and greater than sign. So you can use this arrow mark. This arrow mark points to access the member of the structure using pointer. Okay, when you are using the pointer, if you want to access a member means you can use the arrow mark. Okay. So what is the arrow mark? Arrow mark is the arrow operator. So we can say that this is the arrow operator. So normally it is known as member selection operator. You just remind it. The arrow operator is used to member selection operator. Okay, how we can add it? Minus symbol and greater than symbol. Okay. So if pointer, if you are using arrow mark, it is simply another way of writing product 0 dot name. Okay, so already I told wherever we are using product 0, that is product 0 means variable, first member it will represent. Okay, so the pointer pointing to the first product in the structure. Okay, So if you are using the increment by 1, I already told it is pointing to the second product, not the second member. Okay. So if you want to access all the product, so we can use the for loop also with the pointer. Okay. So you are assigning this initial pointer value is product. That means product 0 it will pointing. So product plus 2, we can up to less than 2, no? So already we are created 2. So that's why we are using plus 2, pointer plus plus. So pointer plus plus means pointer to pointing to the next product. So you see here, printf statement they are given. First pointer to name, pointer to number, pointer to price. So this is related to product 0 initially. Okay, then pointer plus plus means point product 1. So it will print both up to this product plus 1 we are using. No, plus 2 means it is, why we are using this means maximum size is 2. That's why we are mentioned. Okay. So if you want to use operator, you just remember this. We could also use the notation asterisk pointer dot number. Okay. So it is also we can use the member number. So if you are using, we must be use that parenthesis. If you are not using this parenthesis, if you are not using this bracket, if simply you are written ptr dot name number means it is only accessing about the precedence is higher than this asterisk is lesser precedence compared with the dot operator. So if you are using bracket, then only it will get the higher precedence, then it will pointing to the particular member. Okay. So just to remind it. Now we will see about simple example programs. In the program, first I will declare one structure. That structure I will create the pointer character pointer. Okay, character array pointer. So when we represent the strings, we are using this pointer. And then after declaring the structure name is invent. After declaring the structure, we are going to create the structure members. So in this, I will take product 3 means 3 product 0, product 1, product 2. Okay, so how normally we can access product 0 dot name, product 0 dot number, product 0 dot price. Normally we are accessing it. Okay, so if we are creating the pointer, so we have to assign the values to that pointer. What pointer? How we can assign? So next line, we can after creating it, we can access that member. No, so the pointer is pointing to the first product 0 dot first member name. So if you are taken like this, it will print first name, then number, then price. Okay. So after getting this inputs, then you will print the output using that. While you are printing the output, we can assign that address to the pointer. Okay. So we have created the pointer. For that, we have to assign one address now. So now we are assigning product value. So here we are not using ampersand. Why? Because it is the structure. Okay. So after assigning it, we have to check the product plus 3 means 3 product maximum it will access 0, 1, 2 only. That's why we are using less than symbol. If less than or equal to means again it is the fourth product that will come. Okay. So here first one string minus 20 means is alignment, left alignment. 5D is also left alignment. 10.2 float is the left alignment. Now we have to print the name, number, and price in the output statement. So once it is printed plus plus. So why printed plus plus? First product is over, then it will go for second product. Okay. So this is a simple program. So now we will see the output. Okay. So what is the first output? It will print the input. After that, it will go for next line. We will give the input. First one product is washing machine and the number is 5 and price is 7,500. Okay. The second one electric iron box, 12 numbers, 350 rupees, and 2 in 1 options with the 7 numbers, 1250. So what is the output? It will print that same order whatever we are given, because we are printing like that only. Okay. But the float number it may be used for 10.2 we are given, no, the whatever number is there, but after dot to 0 it will print. Okay, so see here, washing machine, then it will print with float numbers, whatever we are given, that is printed. So why I am saying this pointer is accessing the structure properly. If we are executing this program, we are getting this output, means we are properly declare the pointer, and pointer also accessing these members without any mistakes. Okay, I hope you understood how it is working. Okay, so pointer PTR, if you will take PTR also, we can use the loop statements. Already we discussed, when we are using the looping statements, we can see that precedence, how it is working. So what are the operators we are using? We are using arrow operator, we are using dot operator, we are using parenthesis, we are using square bracket. So these four things we are using. So in this related, we have to consider the precedence rules which have the highest precedence. Okay. So that bracket have the highest precedence, then it will take for dot operator, then it will go for brackets, then it will go for arrow mark. So in this structure, you just see here, I will create one pointer for this structure. Struct, we will give some names, okay, for this structure. The main concept is how it will access. Okay. So float asterisk p, they are given that pointer is pointing to the float number. Okay. Then the statement how we can access is the PTR pointing to the count value. So asterisk plus PTR means which it will take. Okay, it is increase the pointer or it is increase the count value, that we have to mention. Pointer to count is there, no, when we are creating pointer, pointers to count is there. If you are using plus pointer, it will increase the pointer value or it will increase the pointer to count value. Okay, so increment count, not PTR. So if we are using this, means we can increase this value. PTR tends to count is there, no, that value we are incrementing. Okay, so if we want to increase the pointer, means we have to use bracket first. If you are using bracket, then it will increase the value. Okay, that only we have to first increments the pointer value, then it will points to the count. So in this matter, we have to clearly write it. Okay, pointer plus tends to count. If you are written, means it is illegal statement. Why? Because so there is increments pointer after accessing the count. So what is the meaning of that? So after using this pointer, then it will be incremental. So when we are using the pointer, it is illegal. Okay, so you just see here the difference between that. Asterisk pointer tends to P. If you are written like this, fetches the whatever P points to. Okay, so that P is there. Here, whatever value is there, it will take. 10 means 10. It will pointing to the 10 value. Okay, second one, asterisk pointer tends to P plus plus. What happened? Increments the P after accessing whatever it is points to. Okay, so it is pointing to some value. After that, P value will be incremented. So if you are using brackets, then plus means then increments whatever P points to. Okay, so 10 it is pointing, no, it will be incremented 11. Why? Because it is pointing to the P location, that value will be incremented. If you are written like this, asterisk PTR plus arrow mark P, what is the meaning of that? Increments pointer after accessing whatever it points to. Okay, so previously we know we are discussed about structure, how we can access the structure, how we can forward these function values to that particular function with the pointer values. Same thing already we discussed. So here we must be know if we are passing the pointer as an argument, what will be happen. So we have the function types is there with the arguments, that in that if we are passing the pointers, how it will be accessed. So if you are using this, you just see here print underscore invent. This is the function name, and they are passing that argument like structure. The struct and invent is the structure name. They are creating the pointer and they are passing it. If we are passing this, how we can call the function? We can call the function with structure name with address of the item. Okay. So how we can write it? You see here, this is print underscore invent. This is a function name. and open bracket lo we can pass the argument as address of the product. Okay, then it will takes the pointer. So this is actually what is that call by reference. Already we are discussed now. When we are passing the address of the product or address of the variable, that is considered as a call by reference. So when we are taking that reference, that pointer is pointing to the particular location. Already we know that. Okay, so in this snippet we are creating the we are calling the function using address of the product. Okay, so the formal argument is receive the address of the structured product. Okay, so now we are in the reflections part. So you see here in this above snippet, asterisk pointer is points to. So I will give 10 seconds time. You just answer it. Okay. What is the answer? The pointer is points to where it is pointing. That you have to say the answer. If you are said correct answer, then you can proceed further. Otherwise, you can go back and watch the video again. Then you can write the answer. Okay. So I give 10 seconds. Your time starts now. So now 10 seconds over. Now we will see the answer. Okay. So you just check whatever answer you are written that is matched with the correct answer. If it is correct, then happy. Otherwise, you can go back and watch the video again. Okay. So the answer is it is pointing to the first variable. Okay. It is pointing to the first variable member of the structure. So in this structure, there is a product 0 and product 1 is there. So in the product 0, first member is name. So it is pointing to product 0 dot name. Okay, the pointer. How we can write it? We can write that pointer tends to name. If you are written like this means product 0 dot name is accessible. Okay, so this is the right answer. If you are written correct, then you can discuss about this. Otherwise, go back and watch the video again. So now we have to write a C program using pointer in structure to print a student mark sheet. So we can create the structure struct student structure name. Then you will create int roll number and character array name of 20 characters. Then int mark 1 or subject 1, int mark 2, then float total, open brace. You can create that some variables. So 3 students if you are taken means STU of 3 students, and you can create the pointer. This pointer is pointing to student 0 dot roll number. Then you can how you can print that entire mark sheet. You try it. Okay. So now we are completed this lecture. At the end of this lecture, having completed this discussion on pointers and structures in C, now students should be able to develop the C program using pointer in structure concept, okay, to access multiple structure members. So I hope you are enjoyed this video. Even if you have doubt, you just refer the textbook Programming in ANSYS, which is authored by Dr. E. Balagurusammy sir in chapter 11, pointers concept. Even if you have doubt, you just refer the weekly tutorial sheet as well as you compare discussion in the classroom. Okay. So thank you very much for listening this video with patience. Thank you all.